The Superbox seems like one of those classic too good to be true kind of things. Instead of paying for streaming services, you can get them for free with a Superbox. Also, is this thing legal?
What is legal?
Exactly. I will say I have Googled the word Superbox and I see the Superbox official website and the next link is on r/piracy, Superbox streaming service. I have heard about these Superboxes. I know that they're quite popular. I've heard a lot of things that are a little bit concerning. But why don't we take a look ourselves. So we're going to the Superbox official website. Merry Christmas! See, look at this. This looks like an authentic, genuine product. Why does this look like a router? Wait, are they just trying to like pretend that this is not what it is? Superbox sets the standard for stability in English-based Android TV boxes. You're pitching that you're more stable than like the one that Google makes? Want to become a Superbox distributor or reseller? Fill out the form at the end of the homepage or email info@mysuperboxtv.com to reach out to us. I love a site that goes, hey, do you want to buy this? Or do you want to sell them too? Hey, can you help me out here? There's a phrase for it. It's like this big tall building that's like kind of wide on the bottom and kind of gets pointy toward the top. So everyone can make money except for the people who made the thing. 6K Ultra HD Visual Feast. 6K. A resolution that has never been used by any production ever. There's also no 6K TV. Featured product. Okay, now they got a whole range of these things. Estimated order quantity, less than 20 units, personal use, or you can go up to 1,000 units. You know what, now might be a great time to mention that I am investigating this to show you what not to do and put the world back to where it should be with the profits of the shareholders at number one. Oh, there's wildfire support. Wait, what the hell? Did they send people who lost their homes pirate boxes to watch TV in the hotel room? Like what? How would we do FAQs? I had some questions. Okay, well, what in the actual, this site, this is wildly broken. It's Etsy, what?
That's not what I see when I click on it.
What do you see?
I see an FAQ. FAQ number 1, what is Superbox? But I think the question that you want answered is Superbox legal? The answer is yes, Superbox is legal, period, that's it. No further explanation, it just says, yes, it's legal.
Without having bought one of these yet, my thought is that the hardware itself is probably just like a regular Android TV thing. But if you load the super secret pirate app, then bad things happen. I'm concerned, but I would like to buy one anyway. They don't actually make it clear where I'm supposed to buy these besides they want me to sign up to wholesale them. But that Reddit thing said Walmart. Can I find one on Walmart? The answer is, you better believe it. Holy fuck, $450 for a Superbox? How much? I was about to be really mad about that. You can spend a lot of money on streaming services.
Yeah, if you have like 5 streaming services or more a year, it starts adding up.
So this is the Superbox S7 Pro. It has an FCC ID. Wait, no one tell me. What's FCC stand for? The Communications Commission? Federal Communications
Correct,
Commission?
yes.
How do I get it? Like none of the things here say anything about piracy, which of course they don't. But how does this actually work? I don't know what they're doing. Where is this content coming from? Am I gonna get in trouble? But I guess there's only one way to find out. Alex, can we shoot this video at your house?
Go shoot at Matt's house.
That's a better idea, you're totally right. And so we have ourselves an actual Superbox that was $360. Okay, let's do it. As I open this, I will again say that you should not do what I'm doing. I am merely investigating what is surely a nefarious deed. For a Superbox, it doesn't fit in the box. Do you see how like bulged this thing is? Wait, what? There's 2 things in here. Oh, wait a minute. Is it like this is the Superbox and these are the instructions on how to use the Superbox or something? Okay, we'll open that second. It is a little opened. Well, actually, it's still mostly sealed. So we've got the
Mostly sealed, that's what I want for my electronics.
So the S7 Pro smart media player. It does have a manufacturer in China, but R&D in the USA. So you know who to go for, FBI. I would say I'm not getting the idea that this is supposed to be $300 at all out of this. It just looks like a generic thing that I got off of Temu for like $40. To be fair, the fact that it has like the little clock and the antennas is just strange because I don't think any of that's necessary. It's probably just because that's their like brand of like, oh, we're just a little cable box. Don't look too closely at us. We're super boring. Okay, so this is the Superbox itself, which is very thin. You're tell me this thing was $300? So you got the antenna, which is straight out of your old Linksys router. You have USB-C in, you have IR and AV, HDMI out, LAN, you have optical audio, and then you have another USB-A and C as well as a micro SD card. Again, no one's ever gonna look twice at this, which is probably the point. So I'm assuming in this user guide, it's gonna tell you that you can use it to watch YouTube and other things. It is the most generic thing ever. It'll handle everything from 480p to 6K. This is clearly the innocuous version. So what is in the second box? So it doesn't say anything besides CWZS. Stands for, I'm gonna try that one.
I was gonna say, I'd be very impressed.
I'm not. It's actually a bunch of accessories. Oh, it's actually nothing of nefarious at all. It's a sleeve for your remote. Cable ties? I don't even know what that's for. We have a Cat 8 cable? That's actually a nice cable. Well, dude, what is all this stuff? So it's an LED little like Bluetooth speaker? Wait, why is all of this here? And then we have, the installation manual. Is this just because if you're not looking too closely at it, I just bought a bunch of nonsense and this is where it tells me to do the nefarious things? Due to the nature of this item, we're not in any way responsible for the content streamed or viewed by any user. Superbox in no way takes responsibility for how you use this device. So you go to the App Store and you'll have a couple of options for the Play Store or the App Store. Don't click on the Play Store and then download Blue TV, Blue VOD, Playback, Backup TV, and other apps you want to install. Again, all the apps that are nefarious. Guess there's only one thing for it. Let's go and not violate copyright. So we have the Superbox ready to go. We're gonna record this from start to finish to show you exactly how easy or not the process is. Oh, Superbox! Okay.
Wow.
I'm gonna give you a big old disclaimer that not only do I not recommend you to do this, but I am not gonna be putting this on our office network. So instead, I'm going to be running this on a separate network, completely unrelated for many reasons. It does have the correct time, which is actually impressive. Oh, here we go. Disclaimer notice. We're not in any way responsible for the content streamed or viewed by any user. All applications are available through a variety of app stores. You know, last time I bought an Apple TV, I don't think I had to agree that, hey, when you do all illegal stuff on this thing, don't blame us. What happens if I skip it? Hey, it works.
So you didn't even have to agree to that.
So I don't even agree. So we are officially online now. I'm also going to pair the actual device with Bluetooth. Is it giving me ads for the Super Bowl right now? Wait, what?
That is not even the Super Bowl.
No, it's right here, the Super Bowl.
Oh,
what happens if I click on that?
You just saw the future.
What happens if I click it? Nothing. So at this point, I am doing nothing illegal. Probably. Yeah, so it's got VOD, it's got live TV, but I have no apps installed. As soon as you put this on the internet, I do think that it maybe begins to do some nefarious things, but it doesn't look like there's really anything by default, right? We have, like system update, UK Wizard, is this Harry Potter mode? What? Okay, so according to this, I have the Play Store, but it's telling me to go to the App Store, which means I need to download the APK. So if I choose to do this, it's my fault. That's like saying there's a $100 bill on a table and there's a sign saying, do not pick up this $100 bill or you will have stolen it. And you pick it up and go, oh no, well, we're not responsible for you stealing. Doesn't even have an icon. They literally want to make it so innocuous that if someone's investigating this thing, and again, they're telling us almost the exact same thing. All applications you download are through the internet. It's not our responsibility, blah, 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 blah. If you believe there's any of these applications are infringing, let us know at a Gmail and we'll remove it as quickly as possible. Sure. Oh, we have a lot of things. I need to download Blue TV. Well, I guess there's some normal things like YouTube and Netflix. I love Disney Plus, spelled lowercase PLUS. That's definitely in the style guide. Are these cracked versions of the apps?
Some of those apps seem a little suspicious.
Yeah.
Aren't they monitoring software, some of them?
Monitoring software? Oh, I don't know. Anyway, we're downloading things, really slow, so slowly. And don't forget, this is not something that we got from Shady Joe in the alley. We bought this from Walmart.com. Can I pirate Walmart Plus from this? Can I get free shipping for my Superbox? Oh my God, I just see 200 kilobits a second. Wait, don't do it. Don't. No, it's 67, no.
Yes.
Receiving data, which means it's probably starting up the torrent or whatever. It's 2%, 18, 19, is it downloading each channel or something? Wait, why is NBC Idaho Falls on it? But that's, what? That's just cable. But are any of them gonna work? So we purposely cut there for what I hope you understand are very copyright related reasons. However, let's discuss what we actually did find, because it is a lot. Live TV. Hundreds of channels, and not just the basic stuff. I mean, we're talking everything from ESPN to even some local channels. Streaming content from basically every major service, including Netflix, Disney+, HBO, you name it. Even pre-recorded pay-per-view events that presumably were streamed live, they were just there. Which is an interesting problem, because if this was some janky scam, it would be easy to write off. But when a $360 box from Walmart genuinely delivers on the promise of everything forever with no subscriptions, you've got to ask yourself, how do we get here, and what's the catch? Look, I want to be very clear. Piracy is illegal. We do not condone it. People work hard to make the shows and movies and sports that you love, and I think they deserve to be paid for that work. But at the same time, I do understand why something like the Superbox exists. This game of whack-a-mole has been going on forever. Many years ago, a friend of mine made some real money selling cable repeaters and helping people set up like satellite copy boxes and stuff. My dad used to bring home DVDs that some guy at work burned and sold them for $5. I mean, let's be clear, piracy is not a new thing. This is just the cool 2026 version. The funny thing is, for a while, it really did seem like the industry had figured out the answer. I mean, remember when Netflix was $8 a month and had everything? Even HBO was pretty much just a bonus if you already had cable. And let's be honest, password sharing meant that even people who didn't pay for anything could usually get access through a friend or family member. Not that, of course, I would have ever done something like that. You know, it was in the gray area. But here's the thing, nobody was cracking down on it. And it was actually working. Piracy dropped off a cliff during peak Netflix. In 2011, the network management company Sandvine reported that Netflix had overtaken torrents to become the biggest source of North American internet traffic. People were happy to pay when the experience was convenient and affordable. Repeat after me, don't make it hard for people to give you money. Because of course, then everybody looked at Netflix's success and thought, why are we giving those assholes our content? Well, we can keep it for ourselves. Think of the shareholders. They need more value. And so we got Disney+, HBO Max, Paramount+, Peacock, Apple TV. It just was so many streaming services that, we were paying $8 for Netflix. And now you've got 6, 7, 8, 9 or more subscriptions just to get the same stuff you used to have in one place. I mean, think about something like Harry Potter. That is, I think, owned by the company that owns HBO Max, but sometimes it's on Netflix and sometimes it's on Amazon and sometimes on YouTube TV. It's like, you need a damn encyclopedia, which is a very old phrase to say, to figure out where anything is. And the prices have kept going up. Netflix is what, like $25 a month now for 4K? Other services aren't far off, and that's before you get into the world of sports, which is a whole other nightmare. I just canceled YouTube TV, which is basically just cable but streaming, because it was one of the only ways I could watch F1 without paying for a separate subscription service on top of that. Like, it's just, blink, and before you know it, you're paying more than cable used to be for the thing that we've all agreed was bad. And then they killed password sharing. Look, I'm a paying subscriber to HBO Max, but I swear once a week I have to log back in because it's decided that my family's streaming habits are suspicious. Like someone watched on a phone and I tried to watch on a TV. Whoa! Even as streaming services started multiplying, at least you could watch some stuff because at least someone in your life probably had a login, right? But now that that's really going away, the options have become simple. Pay for everything, pick and choose which streaming service you want each month, or a $360 box from Walmart. Now, I'm not saying that that's the right answer, but I am saying it's easy to understand how we got here. So look, if the Superbox just gave you a bunch of pirated content and that was it, this would be a pretty short conversation. Ethics aside, a dangerous way to start a sentence, people have been making that trade for decades. But here's what none of the people selling you a Superbox are going to mention. In 2025, the FBI and Google identified a massive botnet called Badbox 2.0 made up of over 10 million compromised Android devices. And the devices at the center of it? Cheap, uncertified Android TV boxes. Sound familiar? Now I want to be fair. I can't tell you that this specific Superbox is part of that botnet. As far as I know, it was mostly the cheaper versions you can find everywhere online. But what security researchers have found is that Android TV boxes designed with piracy in mind have been caught doing some genuinely bad stuff. We're talking devices that come preloaded with tools that can monetize your internet bandwidth. Brian Krebs actually has an excellent article we based a lot of our research on that covers this and more. They can assume the identity of other devices on your Wi-Fi and route traffic through your internet connection without you ever knowing. That traffic gets sold to third parties and used from everything from ad fraud to credential stuffing. Your home IP address essentially becomes a proxy for whoever wants to pay for it. So let's add this up. You're paying $360 for a box that gives you pirated content, might be part of a global botnet, could be compromising every device on your home network, and is possibly selling your internet bandwidth to strangers. Oh, and one more thing. There is absolutely no guarantee any of this keeps working. Streaming services are getting better at detecting and shutting down exactly this kind of access. When they do, you know what you'll be left with? A $360 Android TV box that can barely run Netflix. I don't think I need to go much further besides, if it seems too good to be true, it pretty much always is. Don't buy a Superbox. But what you should do is subscribe to the channel and ring that ding link button if you want some more content taking a deep dive on some of the many scams that are lurking online. If you'll excuse me, I'm gonna take this as a reminder to go do a little double check of just exactly how many services I'm still paying for. Is AMC Plus still a thing? They still make The Walking Dead?